Tristan Jarry, injured last night in the game. Do we have the video? Yeah, we do. Son of a bitch. This has obviously sparked up some conversation. Non-contact injury, if you want to call it that, but not in the sense of like, when you see an NFL player or an NBA player suffer a non-contact injury and they're just like walking and all of a sudden they're done. I don't think this is something that is obviously going to keep Tristan Jarry out for like 6 months because like he could skate off the ice with it. Like he didn't even need to stop play. Like he was able to wait till the next whistle. But the Oilers today did announce that Tristan Jarry is on injured reserve, so he will miss the next week of games here.
Which, for the record, people seem to be panicking over that. It's only 7 days. Yeah.
In the next 7 days, the Edmonton Oilers only play 3 times. So, like, obviously, he's not ready to go this weekend. They're calling up Connor Ingram. Ingram will probably make his debut at home on Sunday against the Vegas Golden Knights. Rude awakening to the NHL on that front, but I move on. Calvin Pickard will start on the 20th against Minnie tomorrow. On the 23rd, last game before Christmas, he'll go against Calgary. And a big part of this is like you needed to have the roster space here. And for the cap reasons, they obviously put Jack Roslovic on LTIR. But even that, Liam, you were outlining it like, okay, yeah, we probably should have saw that coming because Jack Roslovic has already hit the minimum qualifications to be activated off IR. If they want Jack Roslovic to play on Sunday against Vegas, they can absolutely activate him. It might take like a Max Jones or someone going on waivers, but they had to put Jarry on normal IR. If they knew something and Jarry's flying back to Edmonton to get his knee looked at or to get his leg looked at, whatever.
I think it's a groin. If I had to speculate, it'd be a groin.
But he's coming back to Edmonton to get it reevaluated. That's not concerning. Like, yeah, you're not going to make him sit on the road trip for the next day and a half and then fly back. Like, he's going to come back, get reevaluated. I think it would have been way more concerning if they would have LTIR Jarry right now.
Yeah.
Because then it would have been like, oh, shit, we know you're not playing for a month.
Yeah, I think so as well. Because after Christmas, their first game is that Saturday, which is the 27th. So that we're being optimistic, of course. Sorry. Oh, they don't even... Calgary. Missed that one. Obviously it's a concern. It's not ideal, especially with the way it went down, but I agree with you. I think there's signs of optimism in the sense of he didn't just the ref went over to him and was like, are you good? And he didn't shrug him off. And he obviously said probably not or whatever he did. He ended up being not good. But the fact he was able to wait and then skate it off to the bench, made the decision himself, of course. And goalies, obviously every player knows when they're good to go or not good to go. Gave Calvin Pickard the nod ahead of Chris Knobloch having to do it, which I always think is funny when that kind of happens. And he gets in there, and I don't think it's anything too crazy. I don't think it's good, obviously, but I think maybe 2 weeks at a max.
Yeah, and there's some interesting ways to go with this conversation. A lot of people, I quote tweeted someone who hilariously enough was like, if Jarry is actually injured, fire Stan Bowman immediately.
Yeah, get a new guy in here.
What are we doing?
He got injured. These
are the people. This is why I need to call people idiots.
And that's who, again, you were referring to initially.
Yeah, none of you guys in the chat, although you've obviously taken the ball and ran with it a little bit here. But I want to share this tweet from Jason Greger because I think it's a very good point. I see many claim Jarry is injury prone. My calculation has him missing a total of 40 games due to injury and 3 to illness. So in his 10-year career, he's missed 40 games total due to injury. He says he missed a stretch of 12 games with a broken foot. That's not an injury prone thing. Goalies will take pucks off their feet and break them sometimes. That's something that can happen.
It's just a hockey injury.
Yeah. 9 games with an upper body injury, and then twice he missed 7 games with a lower body injury. And I had someone in our replies go, Bowman knowingly acquired a goalie who suffers lower body injuries. Okay, one, it's happened twice, and he's missed a total of 14 games.
But also, every goalie would have that's why they get injured. They're goalies. They use their legs. It's a lot. Yeah, that is silly. That is a silly comment.
Remember when the Colorado Avalanche acquired Mackenzie Blackwood? What was the number one concern with acquiring Mackenzie Blackwood?
He was injury prone.
He got injured all the time, and nobody bitched about it then. You all wanted Mackenzie Blackwood. Oh, no one was going, why didn't you go after that injury prone guy? God, sometimes people are just so annoying.
In his last 2 years, I know he's kind of a young goalie, and there's probably a bit of a difference in his something. I don't know Mackenzie Blackwood's full injury history, but these are his games played for a guy Who was a starting goaltender? 23 as a rookie, got up to 47. That's the most he's played in one season. 35, 25, 22. Like, that's a goalie that looks fairly injury prone.
Yeah.
Thatcher Demko is another goalie who is injury prone.
Mackenzie Blackwood literally could not train once this summer because he was so injured coming off the first year that he had to be a starter since the last time he got hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
He was hurt for all those years in New Jersey, finally gets to Colorado, has to be a starter. I know he had the stint in San Jose, but like gets to Colorado, has to go back to doing a starter's workload, and Mackenzie Blackwood legitimately couldn't handle it and had to spend the entire summer recovering and miss the start of the year. Like, goalies get hurt, first off. It's part of the reason why I always fought for Stuart Skinner to stay here in whatever sort of goalie move the Oilers wanted to make, because one big plus to having Stuart Skinner is that he was incredibly durable. He could play a lot and he could stay healthy. You moved on from that. And part of the reason I said the Jarry trade was risky is if he did get hurt, and again, I'm defending Bowman in this case, but I'm also outlining why I didn't like Skinner going away in that deal. I said, if Jarry gets hurt, you are right back to square one, where Calvin Pickard is your starting goalie. Like, not good enough for this team. And they're going to call up Ingram, and this is an incredibly interesting opportunity for Connor Ingram, who, as you know, people are Chuck Cham in the YouTube chat, weird name. Ingram has been mediocre. I am not going to judge Connor Ingram for how he plays behind that Bakersfield Condors blue line.
Yeah.
I will, good. And we've talked to Doobie, I've talked to Hutz, guys who have played in the NHL in the last 5 years, and they both say, like, playing in the American League and playing in the NHL, totally different. If you're a veteran, you are way better in the NHL than you are in the A, because it's way more predictable. You know where things are going. There's less chaos. This is an interesting opportunity for Ingram. That's point number one. Point number two, Tristan Jarry. Stop it with the injury-prone shit. He's not injury-prone. He's just played in the NHL for a decade, and when you play in the NHL for a decade, 98% of players are going to run through some injuries during that decade. And number three, this is why you probably should have kept Stuart Skinner in whatever trade, but that's not the way this whole thing played out.
Yes, I completely agree. Dangerous Wade, don't do that to us. Drip Ring, you guys think there's a trade that is coming? The trade freeze is today.
Today, 10 p.m. Mountain.
I don't think it's out of the question a trade could be made today. I don't think it's going to happen, but there is a little bit of smoke around Alex Lyon. I think if it was going to happen, it might happen this time.
I think there's legitimate smoke there.
Yeah.
And
and again, I don't know if it's going to happen right now by any means, but I think eventually Alex Lyon will become an Oiler.
I think if they knew they had like a break glass in case of emergency, hey, Yarmo, 6th round pick for Alex Lyon, done deal, goodbye, click, they probably do it instead of calling up Connor Ingram. But again, if I can make a flip side argument to that, first off, these are just fantastic numbers from Alex Lyon. The flip side argument to that would be maybe you really do want to give Connor Ingram a look. And listen, like Andrew, Ingram's been called up. Exactly. Yes. That's what I mean. Like, if they had a click, deal's done, welcome Alex Lyon, like, they would have done that deal. They obviously don't, but I don't think this means they are not going to acquire Alex Lyon at some point here.
Oh, there was a comment I wanted to read quickly from the YouTube. And again, like, sometimes I read these comments and it's not me calling people out. And when I say this next part, I don't mean it to be rude, but like, we're dialed into this team. A lot of people who watch the show are dialed into the team, and they understand like how trades work a lot more than like the casual fan would be. I'm not trying to be a dickhead when I say that either, but there's someone commented this on a video. I think Waz posted this video.
Classic Waz.
Classic Matthew.
Yep. Always stirring the pot.
Here it is. This is from 34 minutes ago. Oh, go away. How many players are we going to have to send the other way? This is on Alex Lyon. We lost McLeod. We lost Holloway. We lost Fogo. We lost Broberg. And still nothing to try and replace them. We have nothing left to offer. I responded to this lovely commenter, and thank you for a comment. I do appreciate it.
Appreciate your
David
view.
Tomasek.
Yeah. Like, good Lord. Scott Wedgwood. Do you remember what he was traded for when the Avs acquired him?
I do. Justus Antonin.
Justice Antonin.
Yeah, and a 6th round pick.
And a 6th round pick. What do you think?
How old is he?
33. So he was
what was his contract?
$1 million?
$1.5 million.
Ah.
What's Alex Lyons?
$1.5 million.
How old is he?
32.
33. Just turned 33.
Happy birthday.
There you go. Happy birthday. December 9th birthday. So there's your trade.
Calvin Pickard in a 6th round pick.
Well, no, it won't be Pickard in this case.
It'll be Tomasek.
like maybe a Tomasek.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's like, great. Sounds good. Or John is right. Alex Line for Matthias Janmark would be an early Christmas gift for Liam and Tyler.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him, but if Matthias Janmark doesn't have Buffalo on his no trade list.
That would be very funny if he didn't. I know that no trade list is every Canadian team but Edmonton.
Oh, yeah.
Then probably like Buffalo, Minnesota.
Probably like Buffalo, Columbus, Minnesota.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Matthias Janmark hates the cold.
So when Matthias Janmark was signing with the Oilers, the other teams he wanted to go to were Vegas and Dallas. What other teams has he played for in the NHL?
Vegas and Dallas.
Vegas and Dallas. They're also tax-free states. One thing I noticed last night, and I texted Aaron and Ty about this as we were watching the game, Matthias Janmark played after McDavid scored, he played on that penalty kill. But then for whatever reason, and maybe someone else noticed something, that's why I'm bringing it up, he didn't play again till 51-44. He missed 10 minutes, like the first 10 minutes of the third period.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but they were just like rotating so many lines. It was kind of wild. I don't know. Maybe someone saw something I didn't.
There are people in our comments on December 19th in the year 2025 still bitching about Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg. Have you people ever... What are these people like when they go through a breakup? How long does it take you to get over a girl? If you're sitting here 18 months later on your lunch break being like, fuck, I got to comment on the Oilers Nation YouTube and talk about Holloway and Broberg.
Final buzzer is in 2, and he says Janmark isn't a no trade. It's a 5-team list. No, it's a 10-team list.
It's a 10-team list.
Yeah,
And it's a 10-team...
Which is stupid.
Wait, do you have it?
Yeah, I just pulled it up. What do you want to know?
I grabbed it too, sorry.
10-team this year, 10-team next year.
Yeah, 10-team no trade
because
list.
They gave him a 3-year deal.
And that wasn't enough. If you want to get high-end players like Janmark, you also have to give them a no-trade clause.
For the record, Janmark makes $50,000 less than Jack Roslovic.
Which is crazy.
Jack Roslovic was the Oilers Player of the Month
Matthias
in November.
Janmark could go band for band with Jack Roslovic. Makes you think. What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation Everyday, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.